New information this morning in a deadly officer-involved shooting in York. Police have identified the man they say was shot and killed after he would not drop his weapon during an incident Saturday afternoon.
A moment so many people waited for so long. Pope Francis finally arriving in Pennsylvania, completing this journey.
Well, Jerry and Lori, this is the busiest railway in the nation and is shut down today after this deadly train derailment.
Now, that video has been much talked about for several months since this event happened in February, but it has not been made public.
The search continues for the man who police say killed another man early Saturday morning. This is in Colebrook, Lebanon County, a 52,000 square foot manufacturing facility owned by Acorn Manufacturing, reduced to that, just completely reduced to rubble overnight. The crews just wrapped up in the last 30 minutes or so as you take a look at what this looked like yesterday evening. Just an unbelievably big fire. Started around 7:20 Thursday evening. No one was hurt. It took 50 fire trucks, more than 100 firefighters to get this under control, working all night long to try and control the destruction.
Yeah, get that drum rolling.
Marching in on a mission.
Yeah, I'll be glad to get there.
A few dozen protesters to a drill they say is cracking into their soul.
This is our history, this is our culture, this is our way of life. You know, all we ask is for the spirits that roam in this area to be left in peace.
The drill is taking earth samples about 150 feet down to see what's needed to build a pipeline underneath the Conestoga River. It's drilling on land considered sacred by Native Americans.
I think it's an insult. You know, I would definitely not go to other people's sites and try to destroy their home for the sake of money.
Workers shut down the drill as protesters arrive.
We're just out having a good time here, and this equipment just happens to be in the way.
We want to let these people know that regardless of what they do or how they try, they cannot break us. We will not fold. And if they continue coming over here, so will we.
The land is owned by PP&L.
We've asked for verification from Williams to say that they've show us the permit, that they have, in fact, permission to be here.
But the goal runs much deeper than one drill bit.
Man does not own the land owes us. We borrow the land from Mother Earth. And all we ask in return is for men to respect it.
According to police who showed up, Williams does have permits to operate this drill on PP&L property, and PP&L says they do not want protesters here today. Anyone who stays risks being arrested.
You're going to force us to follow state law and arrest you guys for trespassing.
Respect these spirits, respect the land. As a tribal leader, I have to stay here. So by all means, they're going to arrest me, so be it. 7
others marched out with Chief White Wolf, willing to visit jail for a cause so close to his soul. In Lancaster County, Mike Straub, News 8.
Hey, come on in.
Gas stations haven't pumped out this much happiness
Look at the gas price.
in years.
I got gas for $2.02.
So why did you come back?
Patrick Desai
Stay there.
owns the New Holland Shell Station.
Yeah, you're good. Come on in.
He orders the gas, and the state wholesale tax hike is right on his invoices.
9.8 cents a gallon more.
It's on all his bills, and yet the price has gone down another 12 cents just since January 1st. Drivers have seen no tax increase at the pump.
Actually, it hasn't because the low gas price is balancing things out.
Prices have fallen faster than the tax hike.
I never seen it the way it's coming down, never.
Patrick's price equation starts with info from his distributor every morning.
Yeah, 9 o'clock, wait for that email, hey.
It tells him how much it will cost to order gas for that day. While we celebrate every few cents on the gallon, it makes a huge deal to stations like this. This time last year, they were spending about $100,000 a week to keep all the tanks full. This year, it's down to about $60,000 a week.
It is unbelievable, and we love it.
But no matter how much the market moves all over the world, Patrick's price is driven by his neighbors.
Competition. You can't always match it, but you try to do it.
In Lancaster County, Mike Straub, News 8. As legends go,
he was a valiant and a brave man who gave his life fighting Indians.
This one carries quite a punch.
He told the settlers to continue on. Don't worry about him. He'll be okay.
He was buried up here in a makeshift grave.
An effort like that deserves recognition. A place where his name can be remembered forever. A place called
Negro Mountain.
Negro Mountain.
Negro Mountain.
It was named in the 1700s.
It's a linear ridge going from Maryland, trending northeast into Pennsylvania, that's about 30 miles long.
The highest point in our state, Mount Davis, is part of Negro Mountain.
You would expect something like this in Alabama or Mississippi, not in a northern state or
Youngblood and other state lawmakers would like to see his actual name go up here. And legend says his name was Nemesis.
I think it's ridiculous, especially since you know the man's name was Nemesis.
Mount Davis is part of the range, the Negro Mountain Range. It wasn't, Mount white landowner guy.
It is up to the federal government to rename the mountain, so the lawmakers asked the U.S. Geological Survey to rename it Mount Nemesis.
I was kind of flabbergasted at the simple fact that we have a mountain range named Negro Mountain in the 21st century.
Down in Maryland, they seem to just embrace it a little bit more, complete with a park and picnic tables so you and your family can stop for that perfect roadside lunch on top of Negro Mountain.
I get here in 1999 and it was weird for me to see something named Negro Mountain.
The National Board on Geographic Names says they're willing to change it as long as the public agrees.
It's the people's mountain, and if the people wanted change, we should honor that request.
In Somerset County, Mike Straub, News 8.